Hello and welcome, dear students. I hope you all are fine and staying home safe. I'm your SST teacher, and the book from which we are going to study is the Nicholas Horsburgh New Oxford Social Studies for Pakistan. Is the fourth edition for grade 5. So in today's lecture, we will do the work pages of our chapter number 14 and chapter number 15. So first we will do the work page of chapter number 14, the struggle for independence, and its work page is on page number 120. Work page, exercise A, write out short answers to the following question. The first one is the name of the Portuguese man who first reached the subcontinent. In this one you will write Vasco da Gama. Second is the year in which he arrived in India. So they are talking about Vasco da Gama, that in which year he arrived in India. So he arrived in India in 1498. The third one is the name of the English ambassador to the Mughal court. So in this one you will write Sir Thomas Roe. He was the English ambassador of Queen Elizabeth I in 16th century, and Queen sent him to the Mughal court of Jahangir to set up the East India Company. The fourth one is the name of the English monarch who granted the charter to the East India Company. Monarch means king or queen. So at that time, England was ruled by a queen. So they are asking about the name of that queen who granted the charter of the East India Company. So you all must know that the name of that queen was the Queen Elizabeth I. And the last one of this exercise is the date of the charter. So the date of the charter is 31st December 1600. Okay, now coming towards the exercise B on page number 120. Complete this timeline by writing the correct dates. So the first one is dash War of Independence, and it was held in 1857. They have given you the events and you have to guess the year in which those events took place. So in 1857, the War of Independence took place. Second one is the British government take control of India. So in 19th century or 1900 year, British government take control of India. Third one is the Indian National Congress is set up. So in 1885, the Indian National Congress was set up. Next is fourth one, the All India Muslim League is organized. In 1906, the All India Muslim League was organized by the Muslims of the subcontinent. Fifth one is the Allahabad Resolution by Allama Iqbal. So that was held in 1930. The Allahabad Resolution passed by Allama Iqbal was in which year? In 1930. Next is number 6. The Pakistan Resolution at Lahore. The resolution of Pakistan was passed in 1940 at Lahore. Number 7th, Quit India Movement. When was the Quit India Movement started? It was started in 1942 by the Hindu leader The leader of the All Indian Congress, Mohandas Gandhi. Next one is Pakistan emerges as an independent country. So this one you all know very well, that on 14th of August 1947 Pakistan emerges as an independent country. India becomes independent, the last one, number 9th. So after one day of Pakistan, when Pakistan became independent, the next day India becomes independent. So it was 15th August 1947. Now come towards the exercise C. Complete the following fact files on Allama Iqbal and Quaid-e-Azam. So first one we will fill of Muhammad Iqbal. Name Muhammad Iqbal. Date of birth 9 November 1877. Date of death 21 April 1938. Title Sir. Place of birth was Sialkot and place of death was Lahore. And he was famous for his vision of an independent state for Muslims. Because of his vision, Pakistan came into being. Okay. Now come towards page number 121. The next part of this question. Part 2. Now we will complete the fact file of Muhammad Ali Jinnah, Quaid-e-Azam. So name Muhammad Ali Jinnah. Date of birth 25 December 1876. Date of death 11 November 1948. Title Quaid-e-Azam. Place of birth Karachi and place of death is also Karachi. And he was famous for his struggle for Pakistan. Because of his struggles, Pakistan came into being. So this was all about the work page of chapter number 14, the struggle for independence. Now come towards the work page of chapter number 15, Pakistan after independence. And its work page is on page number 127. Work page exercise A. Question is complete the timeline by writing the events against the dates below. So in this one exercise they have given you the months and dates, months and year, and they have asked you the event which happened, which took place in that specific year. First one is August 1947. You all know very well, Pakistan came into being. Second one is September 1948. Quaid-e-Azam died in Karachi. Third one is October 1951. That Liaquat Ali Khan was shot dead in Liaquat Bagh. Number 4th, October 1958. Iskandar Mirza declared martial law. General Iskandar Mirza declared martial law in October 1958. The fifth one is March 1962. Second new constitution was passed in Pakistan. Sixth one is March 1969. Ayub Khan handed over control to Yahya Khan. And then Yahya Khan ruled for 2 years, in which he held election in Pakistan. Now December 1971, Bangladesh came into being. August 1973, third new constitution was passed in Pakistan. Number 9, July 1977, General Ziaul Haq imposed martial law in Pakistan. Number 10th, April 1986, Benazir Bhutto returned to Pakistan. 11th, August 1988, General Ziaul Haq was killed in a plane crash near Bahawalpur. 12th December 1988, Benazir became first and youngest woman Prime Minister of Pakistan. In the history of Pakistan, she became the first and the youngest woman Prime Minister of Pakistan. Number 13th, October 1993, Benazir Bhutto became Prime Minister of Pakistan for the second time. Number 14, October 1999, Nawaz Sharif was deposed or exiled by General Pervez Musharraf. Exiled or deposed mean to send out of the country. Number 15, September 2001, the tragic event happened in New York and Washington, which is universally known as 9/11. Number 16, December 2007, Benazir Bhutto was tragically killed in a campaign rally at Liaquat Bagh. Number 17, February 2008, election brought Pakistan People's Party government back into Pakistan. That Pakistan People's Party government okay. 18th August 2008, Asif Ali Zardari became president. In 2008 election, Pakistan People's Party won the election, and as you all know that Benazir Bhutto was killed. So Asif Ali Zardari, who is the husband of Benazir Bhutto, replaced him as the chairman of Pakistan People's Party. And then after winning the general elections of 2008, Asif Ali Zardari became the president of Pakistan. Number 19th, May 2013. Nawaz Sharif in 2013 election, Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz won the elections and Nawaz Sharif became the Prime Minister of Pakistan. Number 20, July 2018. In July 2018 is the most recent elections in which Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf won the elections and Arif Alvi became the 13th President of Pakistan, and Prime Minister Imran Khan is still the Prime Minister of Pakistan. So your SST homework for today is do work page of chapter number 14 plus 15 on page number 120, 121 plus 127 on book. You have to write these all blanks with neat handwriting with your blue pen. This was all about today's lecture. Stay home, stay safe, take good care of your health. Till next time, goodbye.